Bible video with us today. We gonna be on page 586. We got ourselves just a little short lesson for us today, but I think it's gonna pack a wallop. If you had tuned into our other videos, you would know that Jesus had fed over 5,000 people, and at that time, the people, they wanted to make him their king. But Jesus didn't want to be their king yet, so he took his disciples away. But during this time, the disciples themselves also were thinking the same thing as the people were. They was thinking, when is Jesus going to make himself king? And when he does, what is that going to do with us? Are we going to be in charge of something? Are we going to be kings and queens and such? And so they had started arguing, you see, and bickering who was going to be more important in Jesus' new kingdom. Now, Jesus knew they was having this here fight, and so when they had got to Capernaum, he asked them what they was talking about on the way, and they didn't want to tell Jesus because they were afraid they'd get in trouble. But then they realized Jesus already knew, so they decided to ask him who was going to be the most important in the new kingdom. Jesus decided to take this time and teach these disciples a lesson. He went and grabbed a young here child, a little boy, and said, "Come here, son," and sat the boy right in the middle of all the disciples and said, "You need to become like this here little child. If you don't, you will not enter the kingdom of heaven. In fact," he said, "you must become as trusting and as innocent as this here child. Welcome a little child like this in my name," he said to the disciples. This might be a little confusing. Why would Jesus want his disciples to act like a child? Well, I'm going to tell you something. Kids, you guys are really good at one thing. Well, you might be good at a lot of things, but this in particular, God thought was special. Kids are really good at believing in stuff. Right now, you are believing in me and trusting me to teach you and tell you the truth. You also got to trust your moms and dads and grandparents when they teach you stuff and they tell you to do something that what they say is best. You gotta believe them. But adults sometimes don't always believe right away. They is not as trusting as a kid is sometimes. Just the other day, I thought for sure I saw a UFO, but no one will believe me. And so when Jesus says you got to be trusting like a child is, he's saying he wants us to have faith the way a child believes. He wants us to humble ourselves and trust in God more. We also have to remember that back in this time, children under the age of 12 were not taken seriously. Many adults would not listen to you if you weren't over the age of 12. So also Jesus is saying, pretend and act as if you are the lowest in society. When you do that, you will humble yourself and be teachable, and more people will be willing to listen to you. Many times our videos here tend to be a bit for the kids, which is cool, but today I think everybody can learn something from it. Kids, I want you to keep on believing and trusting God the way He has made you. Keep believing His word. Believe that it's true and that it teaches you good things. Teenagers, I know some of you out there watching this. You tend to be in an awkward spot where half the world wants to treat you like a child and the other half of the world wants you to act like an adult, and so we gotta find that happy medium. We need to have faith in God the same way a child does. As more responsibilities start coming towards us, make sure you are trusting in Him and humbling yourself. Moms and dads and grandparents and such, adults, we are called to be like the disciples. Jesus tells us to be like a child in our faith. Children don't worry over things. I know as adults we have a lot of responsibilities on our shoulders, but we have to remember that God is in control of all things, and that He wants us to worry less and trust Him more. If we can believe and have faith in God the same way a child has faith in us, we will truly treat Him as our Heavenly Father. We want to thank you for watching this here Action Bible video. And if you haven't already, push that red button down there that says subscribe. That would mean a lot to me personally. And then if you like receiving and giving thumbs up, go ahead and click that little thing there so I know if you like the video. And I think there's even a little bell down there you can ring-a-ding-a-ling that and then catch all of our future videos. If you got any questions about today's video, there is a email address in the description below that you can send us questions. I believe we will catch you guys in the next video, and so we will see you then. Goodbye.